Namaste, I'm Shiva Swati, and this video I am making to explain in brief about karmic contracts, soul lessons, and twin flames. Basically, karmic contracts are plans made before your birth. When you come on earth, you can see it in an astrological chart. However, an astrological chart is made on earth, but this is made before your birth. So, it is made at a energy level, and it is a contract with spirit guides and your soul teachers and with the representative of God in heaven, with whom you work to learn how to master the process of creation, the process of co-creation. A karmic contract is a karmic syllabus. Like you enter a school and you want to learn some um, lessons of life. So then you have a karmic syllabus, a karmic contract, where you find a way how to learn patience and how to learn perseverance, how to learn compassion, how to learn empathy. So these skills are needed to go up higher towards the level of God, towards becoming one with God, so that you can participate in a higher process of creation, from making human forms, human mind, human emotions, galaxies, planets, plants, rivers, oceans. So for making all that, for that level of co-creation, you have to master this basic stage of creation on earth, which is the kindergarten stage, where you learn simple lessons, simplified lessons. In a human body, you can learn around 8 to 10 lessons, which are not very difficult, but they are intermingled. In an animal body, you would learn only one lesson at a time. For example, in the body of cat, you would only learn the lesson of self-reliance. In a body of a squirrel, you will learn the lessons of perseverance. In a body of an ant, you will learn the lesson of patience. So basically, you learn how to focus on a task in a repeated manner in a body. And when you learn how to send energies in a repeated manner towards a cause, then a creation happens. So manifestation happens when you focus on feelings in a repeated manner. So when you focus on negative feelings in a repeated manner, problems increase in your life. For example, if your mother is very negative and you focus on the feeling that she is always abusive to me, and why can't I receive the love of a parent like a normal child, which is a past life issue. You might have killed her in a past life and she might have killed you in a previous life. So basically, your families are the core karmic syllabus, where you have to live with your enemies and you have to learn the lessons of patience and forgiveness and perseverance. But if you focus on the negative and you keep feeling bad for yourself, then you might attract a husband who is the same or a wife who is the same. So till you learn to be positive in your inner frequency, you don't attract a partner who is loving to you. Even though they might appear loving for some time, they stop being loving and become more abusive as time goes by. Because the lesson comes up that you have to focus on positivity. As long as you focus on negativity, the reason is that there is a karmic debt remaining. For example, if you have killed someone in a past life, there would be a debt to receive abuse from that person till the karma is over of death. So if you have killed one person in a past life, you will receive abuse from the same person for about 22 years in the next life, like for a lifespan, a life punishment span, which is in a jail for that same period. And even if you go to jail, this will happen. And most people who pay karmic debts actually don't go to jail, they are not caught. But even if you go to jail, but the anger continues in you, the same thing will happen unless you use the jail term for meditation and rising to a higher positive frequency. So if you can learn meditation in a jail term and become positive, then you don't have to pay for it in a next life. But if you remain negative throughout that life, after killing that person, you will have that person as a parent or as a child or as a sibling, a sister or a brother in the next life, and you will have to bear abuse till the person feels that I've had enough and I've had enough of revenge and I want to go now. So when that person wants to go, then that person might leave through death, or they simply might walk out of your house, or they might fall sick and go to a hospital. So anything can happen, but till the energy is replaced, the negative energy which you created by killing that person is replaced by your suffering and positive energy in that person's life. If your suffering gives positive energy to that person, So the power it gives, by making you suffer, that person gets power. So till that power is replaced in the person, you will keep getting abused. You will not be killed, you will be abused. You can also choose to be killed by the same person, but actually several souls choose emotional abuse over being physically killed, because emotional abuse is a tougher lesson, a more difficult lesson than suddenly being killed. However, some souls might choose to be killed, like people who have aborted children forcibly in a previous life. They might choose to get aborted themselves or die in miscarriage, and that is a soul lesson that you want to pay off the death to the child. However, in spite of that, you might have to take a rebirth to learn the lesson of patience and perseverance. So a karmic contract is contract with a person who has been your enemy in a previous life, or a guru in a previous life, and who has worked with you in some way, like as an enemy worked with you, against you, or as a guru worked with you, or a colleague. And the karmic contract is to help you learn some soul lessons. It can be patience, overcoming anger, overcoming cruelty, overcoming selfishness, overcoming self-centeredness, and learning patience, love, compassion, empathy, sharing. So these are soul lessons. Soul lessons are always positive frequencies. The negative that you experience is the opposite of what you should be experiencing if you are learning your soul lesson. However, soul lessons cannot be forced. You cannot preach to the other person, do this. Then that is not an inner learning. Inner learning comes through experience, and through forgiving the other person for being slow in learning. And if you see the other person making mistakes, and get angry, it is always because you have made a similar mistake in a past life, and that person has had to tolerate you. Anger is always because you have done something wrong in a past life. Now, the role of twin flames is very much coming up these days, because we are moving towards ascension. We are moving towards a higher level of soul frequencies, as the planet Earth, Mother Earth, is moving towards a higher dimension. From second to third, it is moving towards fourth, fifth, sixth. 1, 2, 3. From 1 to 3 to 4, 5, 6. So what happens is that all the students, all the souls have to go to a higher class. Whether you have learned the lessons or not, you have to go to a higher class. Otherwise, you will be reborn as animals and you get a lower class. So that is also fine. If you cannot cope with a higher class, you become animals and you get a lower class, or you are sent to other realms, other dimensions where you can repeat the lessons. Twin flames concept comes in because through the twin flame concept, you can rise to a higher class, because your twin flame is at a higher class. Suppose your twin flame is at 5 and you are at 2, and you have sexual intercourse with the twin flame, then your frequency will rise to 3 and hers might fall to 3.5. So then after some time, as you become more positive, she comes to 4, and then you also rise to 3.5 dimension. Your frequencies rise. So a twin flame at a higher level, whether it is a man or a woman, can pull up your frequency and help you reincarnate in a human form on the new earth, in the new earth. Otherwise, at this time, this is the time when cleansing is happening and several deaths are happening, because souls are choosing to go backwards in time, because it is actually, for several souls, entertainment and fun is at lower levels. Like when you are a toddler, you can play with mud, and when you are older, you don't. So for several souls, playing with mud, like having sex with anyone and drinking alcohol, all that is playing with mud, because it is very sticky energies. So several souls like to do that, and they want to move backwards and go on playing. Even if it is an animal bodies, they are fine with it, or they can go into the astral realms and stay there. So several souls are choosing death at this time, and as you see, several deaths are happening. So basically what happens is that in a twin flame concept, the twin flame will try to pull you up, but you want to go down. So then one of you might die, so that the other person is released, and the other person can go on a spiritual path and go on his own to the higher dimension, while you remain on a lower dimension. Otherwise, the twin flame concept also upholds. When one of your twin flames is autistic, the person might be autistic or mentally retarded or disabled or handicapped, and then you can bring that person over. If you are a twin flame, he might be your child or your parent, and or a lover. He might have problems like psychosis and schizophrenia, and so a twin flame, one of the twin flames can have a problem, a mental problem or a physical problem, and which you can help heal, where others are not helping him because they are not so connected to him. But as a twin flame, you would be very connected to that person, and you can help that person heal and move to a higher positive frequency. So for the twin flame who is on a higher dimension, it is a little difficult because she or he has to fall to help you. But it is also entertaining because at a lower dimension you get more entertainment than at a higher dimension. So that ways the person who is at a higher dimension would feel more involved in life because the twin flame is there, and also the person would improve his or her own skills to pull you up. So the twin flame concept comes there also, that one of the twin flames is at a higher level and one is at a lower level, and the one person has to pull the other person up. The trick in this is that both have to agree on certain things like finances and work. Twin flames cannot meet if there are disagreements on work, because one person is on a spiritual path most of the time, and if the other person is against spirituality or mock spirituality, then twin flames cannot meet. Because you are not supposed to pull down the other person so much that he becomes non-spiritual, he or she becomes non-spiritual. You have to make yourself spiritual by joining the twin flame. If the other person does not become spiritual by joining you, then the twin flames split apart. So the idea of spirituality is that you rise to class 4, 5, 6 from 1, 2, 3. Earth was working at 1, 2, 3. Now Earth is working at 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, Mars will restart working maybe after 2 million years. Mars will restart life, and 1, 2, 3 will be taken over by Mars. So, or lower planets, and Earth will move to a higher, because this is natural cosmic cycle. It is a natural cosmic cycle. It is not something which is being forced on Earth or on the humanity. It has to happen that you graduate. So as a planet, Earth is graduating to a higher level, and all those humans who can rise to positivity with Earth will rise, and all those humans who cannot rise, who want to be negative and who want to play in the mud, will move backwards in time. And the twin flames will meet if both agree on spirituality and working towards the same cause. They may not be exactly in the same work, but they can support each other emotionally and financially. And if they cannot support each other, if they disagree with each other, they cannot meet or stay together. The concept of the twin flame can be visualized as a bulb of light splitting into two parts. When you are actually created, you are unisex on the higher level, and then you come down. When you come down to Earth, you have to split into a female and a male. So the same light splits into two parts, the male and the female, and then this light splits into several more parts. As it keeps coming down and as lives go on, this 2 will go into 4 and 8 and 10. So there might be several twin flames to each other. So you have to find the exact right frequency or the closest frequencies that match with each other. But it is not that there is only one twin flame. Over a lifetime you can have 4 or 5 twin flames, because there are so many parts of you which have split. So like you see in the Mahabharata, Draupadi has 5 husbands, so Shiva has split into 5 parts and she has 5 husbands. That means that the same person can split into 5 parts, and you will find the same person in each person that you meet, the same energy in each person that you meet. So it does not have to be 1-1 ratio. Even if you split with one twin flame, another person who is also your twin flame can enter your life. So you have to find the exact right mix which can work for each other. If both are spiritual at a similar level of spirituality, it works. If both are materialistic, then also it works. Not so spiritual, slightly spiritual, and both are more materialistic, then also it works. So basically your mind, body and soul all have to agree. That is the twin flame concept. And if they cannot agree, if it's only the body, then you will move to a person who is body and mind, and another person. And then if that also does not agree, you will try to find a person who is body, mind and soul. So all three connect and you can stay together and evolve together. And companionship makes you whole. Otherwise, if you can't find your twin flame, you can be one with God, and God will substitute the energy with higher rays, and you can find your twin flame in a higher dimension. After you die, you can go to heaven, and you can find parts of him there also. Only a part of you will come onto earth, other parts of him would be remaining in heaven or her. So you will find the twin flame on the other dimension also, if you don't find him or her here. So that is the twin flame concept, and it is connected to the karmic contract, because the twin flame has to help you learn your soul lessons, not take you away from your soul lessons. So if the twin flame is someone who will prevent you from learning your soul lesson, he will go from your life, and another flame will come, another twin flame lover will come, who will help you learn your soul lesson. All your lovers are not your twin flames. Only people who are very much like you in habit and thinking and action and working, or who complement you, like they have all the qualities which you don't have, that will be your twin flame. And you will agree on the basic line, but you might diverge a lot around the circle. You have a spine, so the twin flame will agree in the center, and they will be very different people. One might be an introvert and one might be an extrovert. One might be working with groups, one might be working individually, and but basically the cause would be the same. So twin flame is someone who is very much like you, who has all your qualities and maybe in a completely opposite manner, and who is supposed to show you the mirror and help you evolve. But it should not be so much that they completely suppress you. Then it doesn't work. The evolution has to be higher than the learning, than the punishment, the scolding and the fighting. The evolution has to be higher, the love has to be higher, then it works. If the scolding and the fighting and the bitterness becomes higher than the love, then it breaks down, and one of the person dies or divorces or leaves in any other manner. So basically, if someone dies and you are very much in love with him, and but you have arguments and abuses, and but the person dies, then you have to release the spirit into light peacefully and be peaceful yourself here, because you are going to meet the person in the afterlife anyways. You might decide to work together in the afterlife, or you may not. You may be in different classrooms, but you would meet the person in the afterlife. So death is only leaving the body, it is not leaving the planet also. For several people stay on the same planet in the astral planes. So, and even if it is leaving the planet and you go to different planets, then also you can meet in the afterlife, because there are places where you can meet. You can call mentally and meet. And you can always call a dead person mentally and meet even in the present life. If you know spirit release therapy, it is not a dangerous thing. You can talk to the spirits and talk peacefully and send them to light after talking, and preferably cut energy cords so that the pain and the bickering does not continue. So then you send them to light. So basically this is about karmic contracts and soul lessons and twin flames, how twin flames help in the karmic contract and the soul lessons and soul ascension. So I hope this helps deal with everyday life with less depression and with less sorrow, and you can be more positive and optimistic, that you are good by choosing positivity over negativity, and by learning detachment and patience. And even if you do not have so much money and so much success as it is shown by the rat race, it is all right as long as you are becoming more positive and healthy as you evolve. Whether a person, even if a lover leaves you or dies, you can cut energy cords with that person and continue to be positive, because your first duty is to God, and God will be more positive if you are more positive. Your first duty is not to your twin flame, your first duty is not to your child, not to your lover. Your first duty is to positivity and God, because you created originally from God. So the first twin flame is God, and then you have your own single twin flame. So whatever happens, however difficult it might be, your first reaction should be to be positive, and you should choose from the beginning that I want to be positive and I want to stay alive, I want my children to stay alive. You can say that. So if they don't choose an exit point, they will stay. If they still prefer to choose an exit point, you should let them go and know that they are in peace and happiness in the afterlife, released into light. And don't believe anyone who says that they are in hell or nark mein chale gaye. Don't believe any of that. Just send them to light, release their trauma and energy shower, take a spirit release session, release the trauma in an energy shower and send them to see them peaceful, smiling and going to light, cut cords with them and release them into the door of light. Thank you for listening. I hope it helps. Thanks for liking and subscribing the videos. Thank you.